See, as they say, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So that leaves you the best.
Good afternoon. My name is Madison Williams. I am 23 years old. I am in the second year of my master's at the University of Denver. And today I will be singing Ach, ich fühl's from Mozart's Die Zauberflöte.
Very nicely introduced.
Thank
Very
you.
clear presentation. That's very important, to provide a poised presentation. It means a lot to a judge.
Thank you.
That you're in control as soon as we see the heel and toe of your shoe
Thank
onto
you.
the stage. Thank you. Beautiful, for your age, one of the most beautiful performances of Aki Cruz I've heard.
Wow, really?
Yeah, don't doubt me. I'm not easily impressed.
Wow, thank you very much.
That said, we can always be better.
Of course.
But you said you're 22?
I'm 23.
Cheap, what's here? Yeah, to sing that poised of a piece that's as difficult as this, to sing it with the legato that you have, it's impressive. You know, it gives you it, and you've got youth on your side too. You'll run out of it, remember. So you want to take advantage of these young years to really perfect the craft. Don't be afraid to push yourself and allow yourself to be pushed. But no, that's a very young. You're a young performer, and I just think it shows some wonderful poise, because this is another aria that a singer, if it's on their list, they're going to be asked to sing it. This is an aria that a judge uses to cut the wheat from the chaff.
Wow. Thank you.
Well, I'm very honest. And again, I'm not easily impressed. I understand you're young and you have some development to handle, but really, I'm very impressed. That said, there's some things we can do here.
Yes.
Where I'd like to see you stretch yourself more is, I think there's about one place in here where Mozart requires a forte.
Yes.
Everything else is piano.
Yes.
And you're singing at piano, but you know what? I'd like to see if you could give us more piano. And without compromising the beauty of the tone. To do that, and again, I'm probably going to get, and that's fine, some naysayers, if there are any teachers listening, some of them might poo-poo what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because I know it works. And this is where a German singer would do it well, to some degree. I want you to close some of those vowels up on top, particularly. Okay. Because what that's going to do is it'll put the resulting sound will be a bit more point and ring and sing in your sound.
Yes. Okay.
And you'll still have an ample amount of presence.
Yes. Okay.
To be heard over the orchestra. So, for example, the first G,
yes.
Right? First G. You sing that, I would say probably forte. Don't do that. Because you can score an awful lot of points by finding a way to sing that softly.
Okay.
Says, so the embouchure is going to be quite small.
Okay.
This is where I wish I could get the mask, but east rather than east.
Okay. Yes.
That is for power singing.
Okay.
Closed is to sweet dolce singing, as open is to power.
Yes.
Just like on the organ shades, I think they're back here. When the shades on the organ open, you get a full organ sound.
Yes.
When the shades are closed, you get a soft sound. Yet behind the shades, the pipes are singing at the same amplitude.
Yes.
So it's somewhat acoustical, similar situation, where now we're going to close the shades around that sound. Do you want to try it?
Yes, I would love to.
East.
Okay.
Rather than as east.
Right.
As east.
Okay.
It's going to be very, very, very close. I wish you could see an example of one of my former colleagues. She's very elderly now. Her name is Virginia Ziani. She taught at IU for many, many years. And she could sing at high E natural at 80-some years of age. And it was as pianissimo can be, and as beautiful as it could be, in this little tiny, tiny outlet for the sound.
Okay.
So that's one way of doing it. Do you want to try it?
Yes.
I know you do.
please.
No, it's not us, because that's almost ass. You don't want to say that.
Yes.
That's a donkey.
Yes.
So it's so it's going to be really closed.
Yes. Okay.
We may not get full, the fully finished sound doing this yet, but let's see how close we can get.
Okay.
He fühl's. Yes, and then in the same place where you're singing that ist, also leave the Fähre of the verschwunden. See, same place,
Yes.
same place.
Okay.
Can also, I'll help you get off of fühl's sooner.
Okay.
You have a little bit of last note itis, I call it. It's a severe disease singers acquire, where the disease forces them to overextend, if you will, elongate final tones of a phrase. That's last note itis. It's a bad disease, and there's no vaccine for it other than intelligence. Stop it.
Yes.
So that you have ample time to breathe and get the equipment set for that octave.
Yes.
East. Yes, now if you give me more connection of those tones, thereby making a perfect legato, no silence between tones, zero silence.
Yes.
That's going to be really quite good.
Okay.
It may be a little too small, I'm aware of that. But on the other hand, I would rather you take this too far in order to find the right spot.
Yes.
See, and if you feel comfortable, if you develop a comfort level of this amount of amplitude, it will come back to just the right amount of sound, and it will be as comfortable, if not more. So
Yes.
you're going you're going further than you'll need to go
Okay.
to train yourself to develop the comfort zone of where you want it to end up, if you understand my point.
Yes, I do.
Let's, I happen to also appreciate, on behalf of Mozart, that you don't sing he,
Okay.
where you combine the ach and the ich. It's right. Ich fühl's. I feel. It's not I feel.
Right.
Not even in English anymore. It would be sloppy German to say ich fühl's.
Yes.
Real sloppy. Backcountry German.
Yes.
Thank you. That's a smaller embouchure. There are singers who don't like it. There are probably the teachers who don't like it, and there are probably the teachers who don't like to listen and won't listen to the late Elizabeth Schwarzkopf. So I happen to listen to her still to this day, dead as she is. But that's the way she did it, and it creates this incredible pianissimo, and it's closing down. You cannot, I guess you can, but it's damn near physiologically impossible to sing softly with your jaw dropped down to your shoes. Any more than that organ up there can play softly with the shades open. Can't do it. Right. Acoustics are acoustic. You don't have to agree with me. As I used to tell all of my students, even when I was at CU, doubt everything I say. Doubt everything I say, meaning question everything I say. Because what I'm going to do, what my job is to do, is to change your thinking around. And as one of my colleagues at IU used to tell his students, he'd say, my job is to upset you, meaning to check your thinking, to rattle your thinking a little bit, to see, okay, is there another way? See, that's very, very good. I want to go, are you taking a breath? You're taking a breath before the second repeated F, aren't you? It's
Yes.
You're taking a breath in there.
Yes.
I thought so, because I've got a check mark in there. What that means, if you look at the reduction, the piano reduction, we have 3 plus 3 in the bar.
Yes.
The second set of threes, the second half of the 6/8, begins after your breath.
Yes.
Don't be in a hurry to breathe.
Okay.
As I said to some earlier today, no one gets paid for not breathing. No one. So breathe. And also there's a comma there, which
Yes.
means somewhat of a stop. Dee da 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 dee dee. And the most legato you can create, and this happens still to be piano.
Okay.
You're not out of the piano woods.
Right.
But don't slow either. Don't slow. Don't make it. We don't want it to drag.
Right.
So you want it. Now, I'm not talked about this either. Sense the inner rhythm of in the line, meaning those are the diminutions of the rhythms that are notated. So go down to the 36th note rhythm, and if you want, and that's the pulse. And when you have inner rhythm, you will never slow, because there's a pulse going. Do you play another instrument?
I play piano.
I thought so. It shows. It shows. I thought so. So keep that inner rhythm going. And inner rhythm is even more important on long sustained notes. How do you keep that tone going? It's the drive of the rhythm. It's the pulsations of the inner rhythm. Go ahead. No, that's too open. Ma, rather than my. So you have to have some of the scuro, what's the term? I lost it. Chiaroscuro. So we need chiaro and the scuro. So the bright and the dark. But you're giving me all dark right now. And that won't work as soft singing.
Right.
This is Elizabeth Schwarzkopf time. High frequencies. The flutes, the 2-foot flutes on the organ.
Okay.
No. That's a vowel for power singing.
Yes.
That's no vowel for soft singing.
Okay.
Herzen.
Herzen.
Yeah.
Herzen.
And lean on the side of A of Herzen in soft singing. If you want to power sing it, you can go with the Herzen as it would be pronounced correctly.
Right.
But that's where we would, so, could we start on that melisma? Right
Yes.
on it? This is something else Schwarzkopf would do. She would put she'd err on A
Okay.
for soft.
Okay.
People didn't like it. Tough. She laughed her way to the bank. She recorded more than her naysayers, so. Hey, more E in it yet. Herzen. Why are you slowing those staccati down? There's no ritardando.
Shouldn't be doing that.
I know it's traditionally done, but Mozart didn't write it.
Right.
What it sounds like to me is that somebody told you to do that, and you're doing it, and you really don't have any purpose for doing it. It's not saying anything.
Right.
So, I understand you can slow it down. It will probably naturally slow a little bit, but don't put a ritardando in.
Right.
Be a little bit more of a purist, rather. And if you're going to slow it down, you've got to have a strong defense that you will present to a judge. So I'm slowing this down because Pamina at this time is thinking this, that, or something else. That's why I'm doing it.
Yes.
Then you may be given space. Could we have that melisma just once more, I promise? So,
Yes.
dee da 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 dee. If you wanted to pull a little bit, I'll give you the penultimate note,
Okay.
which is su.
Yes.
You can stretch that one a little before the cadence, but you cannot go further back.
Right.
I care about Mozart. I care about you. I care about Jeremy. But right now, Mozart is number one on my list and on your list.
Right.
We have to obey him,
Yes.
dead as he is. Pull. Yes, that's very, very good. And again,
you.
I think we may probably have it too soft. I'm aware of that. But I want it that way so you can find, if you like to go this route, find a comfort zone in something that is too far. Because then when you come back, that will allow you to maybe ramp up the amplitude, make it a little bit more bossy, and you'll have a comfort zone.
Yes.
Because if you're comfortable that soft, anything else, easy.
Yes.
We have to leave it there. I'm sorry, because I really would, I say this, but I would like to continue it, but we don't have the time.
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And thank you for your speed. But it does state, that's why I said, do you play another instrument? Because you catch on. I envy that because I didn't have the privilege to study another instrument as a young child. So it was just, that wasn't affordable for my late parents. They had all they could do to keep clean underwear on us and get us to school on time. I appreciate your speed, but yes, playing another instrument really does help.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
I know that because I know the handicap of not playing another instrument. I played the French horn in 4th grade for 4 weeks, and I said, this isn't for me. I couldn't make any music on it. You know, at best I go, blah, blah, and I could whistle a tune better. See, I could whistle and make music, and sing and make music, but I couldn't make music instantly on a French horn. And that wasn't for me. Blah. Thank you.
Thank you. This was very helpful, and I have a lot to work on and think about.
Well, and you know what? It doesn't stop. I'm 71, and I still haven't got all the musical truth yet.
Yes. It never does.
It doesn't stop. It keeps on going, and that's the wonderful thing, is that we can always find something. We can find more.
Yes.
And to have the curiosity to perfect it and never be, it's not that you walk away unhappy and sorrowful and gloomy, but after a performance, but yeah, I can do that better. You know, it's I did these things well tonight in the recital or in the performance. Now tomorrow I'll take maybe a day off and relax and watch the ocean a little bit, but then, you know, I'm forging forward with things that I want to get done.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go to Act 1. Kitty. No, is that the second aria? Okay. Oh, please. I should put my mask on for this. Yeah,
Yes.
on the yellow doily there.
Got it. My name is Helen Hass. I'm 28 years old and I study at CU Boulder, and I'm going to be singing Am I in Your Light from John Adams' Dr. Atomic.
Dr. Atomic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They did it at Indiana after I think the year after I retired. I knew they were going to do it and so much wanted to work with the students on it, but I didn't get an opportunity.
It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, no question. No question.
Am I in your light? Am I in your light? Am I in your light? No! Go on reading the hackneyed light of evening, quarreling with the bulbs. The book-spent rectangle, solid on your knee.
Very, very good. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
You're how old?
28.
And you're, did you say where you study?
I study at CU.
Yeah. I don't mean, I don't want to make, by my asking, I don't want that to be a value judgment. I just am interested that you have a history or provenance of some kind. You know? So, but the voice is gorgeous. Again, I always, when I listen, you know, I can hear. Many times another voice, a similar voice, will come into my mind that's similar to yours. And you, again, how tall are you?
5'6".
5'6". Yeah, I mean, you're a wonderful statuesque, nice height, and a nice presence on stage. You remind me of a young von Stade. That's.
I'll take that.
Yes, you should. Yes, you should. And I think she's still she's probably now in her 70s and still singing, though she said she was going to retire, but I think she retired from the Met.
Yeah.
She came, you can see in the annals at CU, she was on campus several times.
She actually, I went to Michigan before this, and I saw one of her concerts where she was on an art song concert. She had a cape. It was amazing.
Yeah, she's just a consummate artist.
Yeah.
Her last recital at CU was a real moment for me. It was one of the last performances I think I heard there as a faculty member. And in addition to that, the creator has never made but few individuals nicer than her. Mm-hmm. She's a wonderful, wonderful humanitarian. She does a lot of work in the Bay Area for poor children, homeless children, single-parent children. It's called the Sophia House. And she's just really a generous woman, most giving woman. But you remind me. Okay, that said, let's tend to our knitting here. Mm-hmm. This is, with the exception of few places, this is monosyllabically set text.
Yeah.
And that it just should bang like cymbals in your ears, the text to John Adams here, certainly in this piece, is paramount of importance. I am receiving, unlike von Stade would do this if she were to do it, I am getting 0 consonants from you. I understand you've got a mask on, just the same. Then you have to do more. I need clear diction. To give that, what you must do, and this is very important, oftentimes teachers will tell students, I'm not saying this is the case in your case, but they will say, I need crisp diction. Okay, I give you crisp diction, teacher, and that means to me short, clipped, crisp. No, I need lyrical diction.
Yeah.
And so also I need glottal stops. I know it, voice teachers still put a pall over glottal stops. Hell, you say and use them all day long in your speech.
Right.
How are you? You use 2 glottal stops and you're not on your way to the laryngologist office. So if someone says to you, you have to be careful of those glottal stops. Walk away. So the first out of your mouth is, am I in your light? Light. So you're going to sing and elongate all of those consonants. For example, in light, you have a half note. Quarter note 58. L-I-G-H-T have to be clearly articulated within a half note. No discussion. That's the only thing missing in this, and it's huge. You say, well, I want to sing it legato. No, this isn't that kind of an aria. There are places where you do that. This is text. I don't have to spend 1 hour, 15 minutes with John Adams. I've never met the man. But I know text is important here to him because the way he said it, he didn't give you a bel canto aria. He didn't give you a Verdian style aria. He gave you a few notes and a syllable per note. That's words. One of the best examples of that is, performances of that is the late Patricia Newey, who sang the letter aria. She premiered the opera Council, the Council. There's YouTube of her. Listen to her diction. That's what I'm talking about. You get and this is where diction is beautiful now. And it's sung. It's given length. It's given duration. So with that in mind, let's start this. And then there are a couple of places where I want to skip around. There was a high G over on the 3rd page that you don't look like you're too comfortable with. And I'll help you with that.
I don't know which one.
Huh? Huh?
I said I don't know which one.
Okay. On your head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll help you with that.
Yeah.
But first, just let's see if we can get a little footing on this diction. Yeah, you got a mask. We were just talking, Jeremy and I were talking about pianists who occasionally have to work on pianos that are less than those that should be played. But you have to play on it. It's the only piano that's there. That's not the case here. This is a good piano. So, you're wearing a mask. Tough. So, am I in your light? So now T's, for example, stop consonants become elongated. Tss. I said this morning, this is where Jessie Norman was great, among many things, because she understood lyrical diction, but she worked with Eugene Mozart at the University of Michigan and got the truth. He taught her that. Let's go after it. Maybe the pick up to T2. Glottal.
Am I in your light?
Yeah, that's right. Do you have enough breath for tss at the
Yeah, I
end?
can spend more time.
Okay, then give it to me.
Okay.
But that is just so much better. And that's gripping because there isn't any melody there.
Right.
There's no pretty whistleable tune in this piece. Its beauty is in its text. Once again. Glottal.
Am I in your light?
No. Nuts. Tongue against the teeth, upper teeth. Light. See, so I've got air moving through the T articulation. And if I don't have a real tight articulation, a tight contact, I can get the not s.
It starts off as t, but I'm having difficulty keeping it in that space without the air stopping.
Okay. Maybe a little bit of tss, but not much. But I understand. You will also have more success. Practice pulling the tongue back and have the contact point be more the hard palate. I'm sorry. I won't.
Okay.
As opposed to, see, we can create high qualitative consonants by tongue position and jaw position, as we can create low qualitative. So low sounds of consonants. Tongue back, tongue forward. So we have a multiple set of colors which we can use to articulate consonants.
Right.
What we need right now, for you to find is the mid-range. That's right. You're getting closer.
Okay.
I mean, any of that's going to help. And without a mask, it'll even be easier to do.
Right, yeah. I feel the sound feeling diffused already.
Thank you. Absolutely. And I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to... Let's go on. I want to go on. Do that once again, and
Okay.
let's do maybe the first page.
Okay.
And think now. Also, add to it, and I know I'm throwing a lot of disciplines at you, but you appear to be a very bright woman who can handle multitasking.
I'm good so far.
Okay. If I should overload you, fine, because then we get to a point then of no Reger.
Right, yeah.
But let's see if we can get all of these things in. And this is what a conductor, musical director, by the way, will throw a lot of things at you. And those who can get them sooner are going to be hired. Because time's money, and money is time at the Met when it opens again. Let's start it. Just project. not so sure well, you make maybe a case, you're emphasizing the your more than I think you need to. And it doesn't even indicate that it should be long. It's the last of 3 16th note triplets.
Yeah.
I believe the point of stress is light.
Right.
Am I in your light? And don't be afraid to light. Get all of those sounds in.
Okay.
Those are beautiful sounds. Language sounds are beautiful. Am I in your light? NBC.
Am I in your... Sorry, I held it. Am I in your light?
No, you could, if you want, you could maybe stress am I or am I in your light?
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure I would go with am I in your light? Kind of like your light.
Am I in your light?
What?
No! Go on reading!
But you would not say go on reading. You would say go on reading.
Yeah.
That's another point. Go with the word stresses.
Right.
If John Adams indicated the exact word rhythms, which William Balcom many times does in his music, it makes it very difficult for us to read.
Yeah.
Because they're complex rhythms. Speech rhythms are very complex to notate.
Yeah.
Doubt me? Try it. It's hard. So, am I in you? No. Go on reading. Just as you would say. Go on. Go on.
Go on reading the hackneyed light of evening.
Yeah, the hackneyed light of evening. Just as you would say it.
The hackneyed light of evening, quarreling with the bulbs.
Yes, and I probably would quarreling, put a slight, because you would say quarreling with the bulbs, quarreling with the bulbs. You're saying quarreling with the bulbs. Anatural, meaning not natural English.
Mm-hmm.
So you can shorten the rhythm that is in the last syllable, the participle quarreling.
Yeah.
Quarreling with the bulbs. Quarreling with the bulbs.
Quarreling with the bulbs.
Bulbs. You can have a shadow vowel too. Bulbs. Bulbs. I would say if you did a shadow vowel, it should be the E flat. Mm-hmm. Shadow it out with the E flat, not with another pitch. Mm. No, shadow.
Quarreling with the bulbs.
That's right.
The book spent rectangle, solid on your knees.
Now, my opinion, this is very good. This is really sounding good. Here is a spot at U2, at rehearsal number U2, where I think he begins to introduce a little bit of an aria style writing for just a moment. And then eventually it goes back. So don't be conscious and sensitive to these little moments, these snippets of aria that creep in.
Right.
But I promised you, and I'm going to fulfill. X2, rehearsal X2. I want you to sing that. Because we have one more after this, and we go a little bit late. So be it. I want you to. Is it all right if we start right at X2? You know where that is?
It's you should raise your hand.
Very good.
He played it before. I didn't memorize the rehearsal numbers.
Don't. I give you a compliment. Take it.
And you shall raise your hand.
Yeah, that's a difficult sound to sing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
That's actually the only part where I feel constricted this
But you
face.
should feel constricted.
Yeah.
You got the wrong vowel.
Okay.
You can't, well, yeah, I guess you can sing a pure up there, but that's hard for a female. And also, it goes at least to a mezzo forte, and if you want to go closer to forte, to get to the mezzo forte, I'm fine. So if you want to power sing that,
I got you.
open it up.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
power sing it.
Uh-huh.
But you are required to make a decrescendo.
Right.
But power sing it and come off of it.
Okay.
But so you understand the vowel I'm giving you.
Yeah, it's
I'm
more
giving you a
open.
schwa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to put some with a tongue, which is a tongue vowel,
Okay.
with the drop
Uh-huh.
of the jaw to create the schwa, then you can do it. But to go up there on a pure the late Barbara Dasher would have had your neck.
Okay.
You know that name? Barbara, you don't know who Barbara Dasher
I'm
was?
brand new here.
Huh?
I said I'm brand new here. He should have taught me. You blame him.
Oh, you know what? You'll get smacked down. Yeah, and if you were to sing that softly, as we had just an hour or so ago with Ahi-Fruits, with one of your colleagues, then we can sing it with more of a pure vowel. But you're called to power sing that to some degree.
Gotcha.
Power sing to me is loud.
Yeah.
It's when the shades on the organ are open.
Uh-huh.
And crunch, and you should raise your head.
Okay. And you should raise your hand.
Yeah. See, you still have that's better, but you still have
still a
some
lot of
resistance to
yeah.
go to more of a schwa vowel.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But you may have your cake and eat it too. But what I don't want you to have to do is sing even at a mezzo forte level on a closed vowel,
Right.
because it's going to feel constricted.
Yeah.
And it can be a point where it brings the voice down for the rest of the aria. You get a pinch in there, and it creates discomfort, and it upsets you to the point where, yes, you can finish it, but it's constantly on your mind. And you can't get past it. Could we have it once?
You want just head?
Pardon me?
You want just head, or you want that phrase? Like the word head?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't even need the piano, but
Even start a little.
the start of it was absolutely right.
Okay. I mean, how did that sound a little bit more vowel modified?
No question. Then you went back to the old way.
Yeah.
And then it gets a little funky. Hey. Yeah. If I asked you to push, if I came up and put my fist in your gut when you went and you resisted my hand, I would do that if we didn't have, as our granddaughter says, the germ around.
Yes, the germ.
That's what you want to do when you go to the G from the F. So it gets hooked up. But you've been hesitant to go there because you know it's going to pinch because you're on the wrong vowel.
Gotcha.
So come on.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. And that you had the vowel even longer this time. You're also, I think, anticipating the D of head.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry about that one.
Oh, thank God.
I'll let you, for now anyway, don't fuss with that D.
Good, okay.
As far as I'm concerned, right now, it's H-E-A,
Yeah,
period. That's very good.
thank you.
Yeah, I like that. We've got to leave it. We went over a little bit.
Okay.
But that's, but over on 75, did someone say something? Oh, come on. You put some chest in that, honey.
Okay, okay.
Come on. Could we try that?
Did someone say something?
Did someone, rather than did someone, did.
Gotcha.
That sounds like you're a ditz.
Did someone say something?
Give me more. You're
Okay.
timid.
Did someone say something?
Thank you. Do you have even more than that?
Maybe. I'll try to.
If I offered you $17,000 for the role, to sing the role at the Met, if I had the money and the power, I bet you wouldn't say, maybe. Get that one out of your vocab.
Okay.
You'll do it.
Did someone say something?
No, I mean, you said that to me out of humility and respect. But don't use that line.
Okay.
Someone asks you to do something and they're paying you to do it, you can do it. And you can sometimes you can even fool them that you've done more, you've really done no more, but they think you have. Be smart. That's very good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the help.
28.
8.
Yeah, it's a lovely sound.
Thank you.
I really like it.
Thanks so much.
Okay, we've got to leave it there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Thank you. Oh, last but not at all the least. The best is always at the last. You know that old line, the old biblical line. I'm not a thumper of the book, but first shall be last, and last first.
Well, hopefully.
Okay, let's go for it.
Totally. Sounds good.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Brandon Tyler Padgett. I am a 31-year-old, yes, I have to remember, baritone. And I'm currently in my first year of an artist diploma at CU.
See, good, wonderful. I was chairing the faculty when the diploma was introduced and approved.
Oh, well, thank you.
It was really a help to have that artist diploma. It changed the makeup of the quality of singer that came in, actually. I thought it was a good move.
I think it was too. I've gotten to explore a lot of my artistry in just a year, so
wonderful.
I've really enjoyed it.
That's wonderful. So, what are we going to do?
Avant to quitter
Okay.
from Gounod's Faust.
Okay.
So,
Okay, what an aria.
yeah.
Oh. It's very nice. I think you have a good French sound. French sound for a French aria. You have French opera aria. I like it. You know, another thing as I was following the score, I appreciate how clearly you mark cuts. Well, you know, the thing you can't do is take a score, bring it to an audition, and go and discuss the cuts with the pianist before you sing. That is just damn rude. Inconsiderate. And a pianist should stand up and walk away when people do that. It's just rude. I can't think of many things that as rude to a collaborative pianist, to a partnering pianist, than to give them a score and to think that they can assimilate and should assimilate all the changes that you want. How nervy. How nervy. That just gets me. See, I'm married to, she's not a practicing pianist and collaborative pianist, but she was in undergraduate school, and I did my senior recital with her, and I did my master's recital with her, and a couple of other programs, but it wasn't for her. And she wised me up, let me tell you. If I was going to join her bed, by God, I was going to be a good singer to a collaborative pianist.
I can understand that feeling.
Yeah, I want to note that, and I want it to go through their microphone, because there's just still a huge population of bad people who expect collaborative pianists to save their little tuchuses.
Even though Dr. Reger has saved my tuchus a couple of times. And
Well, after all, they do have the score. You don't in a performance. He has the score. So, to the degree that he wants to help you and be kind to you, he will. If you've been nasty to him, he can really screw you up.
I hope I've never been nasty to you.
I've seen it happen, and there have been instances where I have applauded and congratulated a collaborative pianist because they threw the singer rightly under the bus in a performance. So you better be nice to your fair-weathered friends. But you are. But that is for others, not you, because you prepared this score very nicely and cleanly.
Thank you.
And there's no reason for him to have to fuss much with this. Okay, that said, I'm going to just adjust a few of the high notes. For me, I think again you could get a better sound and more ease of production.
Okay.
If you like it, fine. If you don't, that's fine too.
Cool.
By the way, keep mastering your French. It isn't the greatest.
Okay.
It's pretty good, but you've got some S where you should have some A's, and you have some A's where you should have some S.
Okay.
I don't know how familiar you are with French, but keep working on the French diction. It needs some attention.
Okay.
And I'll be very honest in telling you that.
Okay.
In wanting to tell you that. Let's go, Jeremy. Maybe the most, maybe, let's, I guess what we should do is start at the very first Avant de quitter on, I have a page 56.
Okay.
Do you know where we are, friend?
Yes.
Okay, right after the cut.
Avant de quitter.
Yeah, you see, it's not avant.
Avant?
It's avant de.
Okay.
Avant de.
Okay.
So not avant.
Okay.
I don't think it is, unless it's been changed.
No.
Is it? No.
No.
I think it's avant de quitter.
Okay.
So it's going to end up being a slightly brighter vowel,
Gotcha.
which is good.
Okay. Avant
That's
de
Vaunt. That's Vaunt. That's spelled A-V-O-N-T.
Okay.
Mistake. This is avant. A-V-A-N-T.
Okay. Okay.
I won't stop at this time, but
Okay. I'll keep working on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Avant de quitter ce lieu,
here's an option. I know the say can be say, it can be said. There's an option there.
Right.
I would probably go with the brighter sound because you already have a natural warmth and matting quality to your sound, which it's good.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a negative. So I wouldn't dampen it more by opening it.
Okay.
C'est lieu.
Okay. From avant again? Or
Yeah, right, from the beginning of the phrase.
okay. Avant de quitter ces lieux, sol natal de mes aïeux.
Yeah, not yeah. I can see why you want to do that. You want to open it up a little bit, but you can't open it up that far. I would go, You can go as far as the OA or as closed as the O slash.
Okay.
O slash is A and O.
Okay.
O A is open O, open A and open O.
Okay.
But you can't change the pronunciation as by opening it the way you are opening it, if that's your choice.
Okay.
Because it's a real complete mispronunciation. There's no reason you can't do either a close, an O umlaut,
Okay.
or O slash. OA or O slash. Or If you want to sing it softly, I would go to the O slash. And what's our dynamic marking here? Do we have one? Let's see. What is it? Piano? Yeah. So then I would probably go with O slash.
Okay.
If you need to, later when we need to power sing some of those, that means sing loudly.
Okay.
We'll open those.
Okay.
That's Sol natal de mes aïeux.
Sol natal de mes aïeux, à toi Seigneur et roi des cieux, ma seule
Okay,
jeune fille.
do you feel comfortable singing that open? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I'm going to allow you to do it. It's okay. If it's pinching, I would then change it. But you're absolutely right. If you can open that up, and that's not unusual for a French baritone to do that. An Italian baritone, Verdi baritone, would not sing that open.
Okay.
No way in Hades. That's okay. Now, let's go over to 57.
Okay.
Because in the third system, there, I want to check yet E flat on set de sur. What's the dynamic? Is it?
It should still be in the piano mezzo piano.
God, he's shy with dynamic markings. I suppose, do you think it would be maybe a mezzo forte to a forte?
There's nothing marked.
There's nothing marked, is there? What would you want? Would you go forte or mezzo forte?
Because this is the first 10 text by the sister. This is the because of the text.
Yeah,
This sister that I carry.
yeah, I probably wouldn't, I guess I would, if it goes no more than mezzo forte.
Okay.
Because we've got later where where the shades of the organ are gonna open up.
Gotcha.
So let's go sur O slash,
Okay.
because we don't want to turn her into a great big fat hog. Set de sur. That's too closed. That
Okay.
sounds a little too close for me.
Okay.
Do you can have more space.
No, I
See-
will apply more space.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just remember, you can't power sing on an O slash.
Gotcha.
If you're going to power sing it, you have to power sing it on an O L.
Okay.
O A. In phonetics. What's the
International.
international?
Yeah.
Yes, in the International Phonetic Alphabet. So closed is to soft as open is to loud, like the shades on the organ.
C'est si chérie.
No problem, we don't need to go the way. Oh, now, le plus brave au fort de la mêlée. Now we probably, and that's a crescendo. That may be, yeah, in that area, we're going to get a forte. But interestingly, everything else before that is piano still. But if you want to sing that G flat, for me, an air on the side, if it would be an air on the side of opening that to a, even on the brave.
Okay.
Do so. If, on the other hand, it would be very French, baritonish, if you can sing that brave open, as one would as a tenor.
Okay.
No, French baritones generally can be a little bit more confused with tenors, low tenors. So they're a breed unto themselves. So if you want to open that, I'll let you open it. I put an awe in there because I thought it needed it, but it may not. Could we go on page 58?
Okay.
Would it be all right to begin on le premier, le plus brave? Do you know where? Is that, or do you wish a little bit more runway?
No, I think I can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Le premier, le plus brave au port de la mêlée, j'irai combattre.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's all right. If you want, that's fine. Then on mêlée, you're on that F, natural. You should probably, I don't think you should sing a pure vowel up there.
Okay, cool.
Mêlée, because, first of all, it's forte.
Yes.
So you're going to have to open it. You can open it up to a slight mispronunciation of an open A, mêlée. Or, if the diction coach wants us an A on it, because that's what it is, you can then maybe go with an open O and then also an A.
Okay.
You may have to open it up even with open O.
Okay.
But the reason for the open vowel, open vowels allow a release and allow the air to flow more swiftly and easily through the glottis. See, it's inarguable. A closed vowel will create more pinch of the glottis. I could go into why. It has everything to do with the different physiology required for swallowing and breathing. When you swallow with the tongue and the mouth in the formation of a closed vowel. E. E is to swallowing as air movement is to sucking. And open vowels are as to sucking. For the baby to get food into the mouth. So the mammal is designed that way. It's inarguable. And we have to teach voice understanding that. Okay. So, in this case, the air is to me, not free enough. Okay. It needs to be released. So, I'm giving you a vowel that will release the air. Okay. So it's going to be a sucking, blowing vowel.
Okay.
See? Now, if too much air escapes, we have to close it.
Okay.
Should we just try, is it all right, again, to begin where we began previously? Yes. That's right.
Okay. 1 second.
Le premier, le plus brave propos de la mêlée, j'irai combattre pour mon pays.
Yes, that's right. That's
Okay.
exactly right.
Okay.
If you want to embrace it, embrace it. If you don't want to embrace it, don't. I mean, you may have a teacher who doesn't like that sound, but Jenny, I mean, we have to accommodate if the production is tight, and you keep singing with an overly tight production, it can pay off in some damage, and it's just uncomfortable.
Okay. No, I felt like I could make the turns after that a lot
Yeah.
easier. So.
And that's the way you can get through these passaggi. See,
I'll be more specific as to what I need.
yes,
That
clean
was-
up your French. Keep working to perfect your French.
Okay.
And at the same time, don't be afraid to alter these vowels a little bit.
Okay.
To give yourself space. Because first of all, you're being asked to speak at a pitch level that is not at all a spoken level.
Right.
And I know there's a school that says pure diction, I mean pure vowel, no matter what it is.
Right.
And you know, if it works for you, fine. If it doesn't, you have to find another way. So we have to leave it there. That's very, very good. I very much appreciated it. And while you're here, and while the television is still on, I want to again thank the Denver Lyric Opera Guild for this opportunity for me to have an opportunity to teach. I elect not to teach much, if at all. This is the second time I've taught since 2015 when my wife and I moved back to Denver. It is a wonderful opportunity to get back into the saddle, so to speak. That does not mean I want to continue teaching. This is just the right amount. But I do want to thank the Denver Lyric Opera Guild, Kathy, and her colleagues for inviting me and placing some trust in what I teach, and allowing me to share some ideas with some very, very talented, immensely talented singers. And I must say, the whole lot of the singers were very receptive, immensely receptive. In fact, all of them were. I didn't meet up at all with one resistant human being. Not that I couldn't have handled it, but I didn't. Everyone who came today and stood before me and Jeremy was extremely cooperative and open and willing to try some ideas, probably some of them very new and different. Yes, my duty, my charge was to kind of upset the students into a time frame, into a mental state where I'm challenging their thinking and asking them to do things and actions that are different than maybe they have undertaken in the past. If I was not here to upset you mentally and physically, but to joggle you, to press you to rethink some things. That's what a teacher, I think, is to do. So again, one last opportunity I take to thank Denver Lyric Opera Guild. The work that the organization does is their benevolence, their selflessness in the amount of work they do to promote decent singing in the singers of the state of Colorado. Their generosity of money gifts, which they have given over the years, probably well into the millions of dollars. So DLOG, thank you very, very much. Last of all, but certainly not least, is to thank Jeremy. I haven't, as I said, I have a spouse who's a pianist and exercised some beautiful work in collaborative piano as a young woman, and she trained me pretty well. She was the first to say, you best provide complete and full respect for, then we called them accompanists. I think maybe collaborative pianists is better. They are not to follow us. We are to ride this horse together. After all, he plays far more notes than you sing, and that's generally the practice. And he has an immense amount of artistry. I saw it at IU when he worked there, and fortunately I had the privilege of Jeremy in my studio at IU on several occasions, and the musicianship, the knowledge, the sense of inquiry he has is all immensely impressive. And I know he's at my old stomping ground at the University of Colorado, and if they're not grateful that he's there, they are nothing short of fools. And I would be the first, but I would imagine he is well respected there, as he should be. You are an immense talent, and you deserve everything good in music. And I hope once we get past this little germ, as my granddaughter calls it, my 5-year-old granddaughter refers to it as the little germ, more wonderful things can happen for you because you deserve it. So with that, I think we'll call it a day. And for what I believe, for me, it certainly was a wonderful day. I reluctantly go into these things because I like my free time. And as I get closer to these kinds of dates, I think, oh, why did I do this? Why did I do this to myself? Then I get on the job and I realize why. Because I love this art. And through the thick and the thin of it, because it's not an easy life. And having some mentors along the way, and some artists, recording artists, whom I still take great pleasure in hearing, and hearing them and their singing and their violin playing, their piano playing, whatever, at a very young age, forced me into a career that I couldn't, what's the word? I couldn't refuse. And yes, I probably could have done other things and made more money. I have a nice roof over my head and plenty of food on my table every day, so I'm fine and very comfortable. But I just probably I wouldn't have had the life and the pleasure of my life without this art. And I would like to think that I'm one of the strongest soldiers who will defend it. And I ask all of you to join me and become even better and stronger soldiers to defend it. Because if we don't do something with it and do it correctly and take it seriously, it's nothing more than a pile of paper. It takes us to bring this to life, to lift all of this information which once rested in the mind, in the brain of a composer and a poet, a librettist. It takes us and an immense amount of skill in developing that skill to bring this off the page and to a life where it can bring some enrichment. If it's some entertainment, fine, but most of all, enrichment to the listeners. So with that, I say good afternoon till tomorrow.